And welcome to the beginning of spring season coverage here on the Nantucket Sports Connection and the NSC. I'm Charles Douglas, Station Manager for NCTV, filling in for, well, just about everybody who decided to take a trip off the island to go explore the country or attend to their personal needs or what have you. But, hey, it's the baseball opener here for the Nantucket Whalers as they welcome the Bourne Canalmen. First contest between these two teams in the recent history of the two programs, so glad to be with you. Got John Aboli back on the crew. He is running your visuals here right next to me, checking out the action there in the Whaler dugout. And we got Zach Visco on his skateboard running around, getting our center field cam going here. Let's take a look at that as we come into the bottom of the first inning. Whalers had a couple of hits on them to start things off this afternoon, but managed to get the third batter out, and things looked up from there, and the Whalers escaped from that one with runners stranded on first and second to end the first half of the inning. So the Canalmen in purple here are warming up out on the field, and the Whalers are about to bring out their lineup. I'd tell you who's on the lineup, but of course nobody gave me rosters, so we'll just do our best here. I can tell you who's on the Bourne Canalmen, however. We got out there on the mound, looks like number 11. That would be Cam Polzwartik on the pitch. On third base nearest us, Tucker Muldoon, number 13. Out at second, number 1, James Moran Rose. And over on first, number 25, Owen Gagner. So, Whalers are up at bat now. Maybe some of the parents here can tell me who the hell's at the plate. And we'll get underway here, bottom of the first. No score yet here at Backus Field Baseball. Is that Mr. McKeever? Okay, Eli McKeever, a junior. You might remember did such a fantastic job for us over at Vito Capizzo, which could be the final season of football on the old natural turf Vito Capizzo. We'll see what the folks at town meeting have to say about that. Eli pops it up and missed. An easy one, missed. I think it just caught in the glare there in this hazy afternoon out here at the Backus Lane baseball field. And Eli is on base. Up next is number 10. Straight into the pitcher's glove, Henry Tejada is out one pitch and is done for that time on the lineup. Thank you, parents. But Eli is still safe there at first base. And Eli's there stealing second and manages to do so as number 4, Liam Smith, looked like he had him but dropped the catch. So Eli steals second base to start things off for the Whalers here. Now in the scoring position, number 24, Mr. McKeever. Up now is number 9 for the Whalers, Ronald Del Rosario Gomez. Got to remember that one. Another one of our rising seniors on this Whaler squad. Count 1-1 here for Del Rosario Gomez. That's a solid whack of the bat, and into center field. Bourne player does not come up with it. Eli is on third, and Del Rosario Gomez is safe at second. Ooh, I don't know about that one. I think that was a close call there, but I'm going to let the umps have that one. So Eli was about to run for home, changed his mind. Pitch came this way to third base, and Eli managed to get that one under the ump's nose. So runners now at second and third. No outs yet here. Bottom of the first inning. Number 30, Mr. Cranston, Mr. Evan Cranston. Very good. And pops that one out for a first strike at his first time at bat. Always good advice to bring your scratch paper when you're out here at the ball field. Again, this is Charles Douglas here.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
And we're back here at the Bacchus Lane Baseball Field on beautiful Nantucket Island. Charles Douglas, station manager for NCTV, reporting to you for our baseball home opener for your Nantucket Whalers. They're up 1-0 as we begin the second inning versus the Bourne Canalmen, who they have not seen in any online records, at least that I can find. So it's been a good long while. One of the assistant coaches says one time, I'll see if I can tease out the year, the first game ever. There wasn't a game in the 1900s or anything? Yeah. 2005, and the assistant coach in front of me, whose name I'll get later, played in that game. So there you go. Little baseball history. Baseball history here in Nantucket, of course. The Whalers played their first game. I put it in the game description. I want to say 1878, something crazy like that. It's been a long time. We've seen baseball here on the island as the first batter strikes out for the Canalmen. So one out here in the second as I chatter of baseball history. Number 25 up at bat, Owen Gagner now for the Canalmen. That's a hit out to right field. Fielded by Mr. Colby Lucas, who, of course, is going to be heading to Syracuse this fall. But Canalmen get their first runner on base in this inning. Number 12 now up to bat, Dante Miglaccio. If I butcher that, YouTube chat's open. Subscribe or text me if you know me, and if you don't, too bad. Thank you, Mr. Lombardi, for the roster, by the way, for your Nantucket Whalers. As Zach Visco skates up right behind us with some extra battery reinforcements to make our game possible here. The sun is dipping in and out, which is certainly making our exposure a challenge, but we're doing our best. Count now 1-2 for Dante. Here you go. Yep. Good luck reading my chicken scratch. Tipped ball. That's out at first base, but runner does advance to second, so runner in scoring position for the Canalmen. As number 4 comes up to bat, Liam Smith for Bourne. Our batter cam brought to you thanks to Mr. Zach Visco, our director of photography and master of all things productions these days over at NCTV. Thank him for stepping in and joining the crew as I see him reconnect camera 2 for me. Next pitch a little on the wild side. Counts now 2-0 here in the top of the second. Again, this is a simulcast because, you know, we weren't excited enough by one game at the same time. We're going to have 2. So lacrosse is going to be getting underway any moment now over at Vito Capizzo. And Chris Morris on the call there for the boys lacrosse opener, of course, your 2024 state champions who made it to the semifinals last year, as we're happy to bring to you on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. What's your name? Andy. Thank you to Andy for the roster and Travis. It's a team effort here. And it's Ronald Del Rosario Gomez with that pitch going way, way out. Runner at home is caught by McKeever. Great play by McKeever, the catcher, to end the inning, denies the run to the Canalmen, and the Whalers still hang on to a 1-0 lead in the middle of the second inning. We'll be right back here on the Nantucket Sports Connection and the NSC. Hey, check this out.
Pops and pops.
Who are you, Halloween?
We're in a tough situation, but you guys battled back.
Back to pass Lombardi's got a man in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Shot. It runs in. It's good.
You got a tie ball game.
It's ahead.
Gets it by.
Voting is open. Thank you very much.
My mark, get my mark, get your mark.
We're so glad that you were involved and you enjoyed the films.
I get to put this out into the community today, and I was really excited about that.
Thank you all for coming tonight.
We're just getting started.
And we're back here, bottom of the second inning. Whalers right back. First pitch is a strike against number 11. Oh, how could I not tell? Mr. Colby Lucas, of course, number 11. Count 2-1 now against Mr. Lucas. And whacked out, ground ball out past second base. And safe on first base, first time at bat for Colby Lucas. Again, the graduating senior for the Whalers. And proud to be part of our broadcaster team when he's not stuck out there on the field. He's behind the mic doing a better job than I do. And he's going to be going into broadcast journalism in the fall at Syracuse University. Congratulations to him. Saw his dad, Mark, walk by just a few minutes ago. Up next in the lineup is number 15, George Paulino Lopez. Count 0-2 against George now. And a good whack out to right field, but just outside the foul line, so count remains 0-2. Stays alive with the pop fly behind the catcher. Again, out on the plate, Cam Polzwarczyk, number 11 for the Canalmen. Paulino Lopez stays alive. I think we're coming up on pitch number 6 here. And ball in the dirt. Count 2-2 now. Some low-flying aircraft this afternoon here at the Backus Lane baseball fields. Full count now for Paulino Lopez at his first time at bat. And pitch goes wild. Runner advances to second. And the Whalers once more have a runner in scoring position. With Colby Lucas out there on second base. Paulino Lopez on first. Up at bat, number 16, Justin Torres. First pitch, straight down the middle, up. Whalers call it, or ump calls it a ball. Well, he knows more than I do. Again, shout out to Chris Morris out there giving you the opening for boys lacrosse over Vito Capizzo, as an attempted pick off second base is no good. Chris Morris on the call for boys lacrosse, as they will have their first drop in about 10 minutes. That's live on Channel 1072. We are here live on Channel 8 for baseball. As pop fly out of play. So that's the season opener for boys lacrosse. This is the home opener for the Whalers, who went 1-1, had a Boston split over the weekend. As pitch flies out of the hand of number 1, Colby's advancing to home plate. And crosses home plate. Runner safe at third. Nope, runner out at third. So 1 out and 1 across the plate. Whalers are now up 2-0 here in the bottom of the second and still have a runner on first base. Close out the lineup, Alex Horton. Who knocks the first pitch out to left field. Whalers advance and think the better of it. Justin Torres didn't want to get greedy there like his predecessor. So he stays on second. Horton is on first. And we're back up to the start of the lineup with Mr. McKeever. Again, 2 on, 1 out. Playing the Canalmen for the first time in over 20 years, apparently. Eli had to duck that one, so count is now 2-0. First base runner ran it out and safe at third base. Nice shot from Chef Jean here on camera 1. And Whalers now up 3-0 with only 1 out. Runners at the corners. Henry Tejada, number 10, second in the lineup for the Whalers. Ooh. Whalers really get away with some thievery there. Oh my goodness. Mr. McKeever steals 2 bases. Another Whaler runs home. And we're now looking at a much larger 4-0 lead for the Whalers, who've batted 3 in this inning with only 1 out, and they're still going. McKeever is there on third base, eyeing home plate. Up at bat now, Mr. Henry Tejada, number 10. That one's popped away, count 0-1. Tejada pops that one up, and shortstop's under it. Good play from number 1 from the Canalmen, Mr. James Moran Rose. And that's 2 out now for the Whalers. Number 9, the pitcher, Ronald Del Rosario Gomez, now up at bat. Grounder out past the shortstop, right between the shortstop and second. And McKeever runs that right in. Del Rosario Gomez on first, and Whalers now up 5-0 here in the second. Just the start of their home opener that no doubt Coach Jack Moran was looking for. Number 30, Evan Cranston, now up for the Whalers. Definitely the big guy in this lineup. First pitch just outside the zone, count 1-0. Count 2-0. Just a bit too much inside. And that one goes right off the third baseman's glove. And Del Rosario Gomez is rounding third. He's trying to go home. Decides the better of it. But runners are back on the corners for the second time this inning for the Whalers with 2 out. Number 6, Joao Silva, back up at the plate.
first hoop. Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for three. Got it! Huge shot from Carp.
I am a force to be reckoned with. You do not know who you messing with. Taking over for the hell of it. They can stop me when I'm in my element.
The Nantucket Sports Connection was born in this gymnasium. It has absolutely exploded. Multi-camera, multi-broadcasters, a trip to Fenway.
It's giving players an opportunity to look back at film. It's giving coaches an opportunity to critique their players.
When NCTV got involved, we were able to offer free classes. It's something that they can actually evolve and get professional experience.
When I realized they were doing like a commentating class, I was like, I gotta sign up for this. If I would have told myself right now, I'm gonna go into college for sports broadcast, I would have been like, no, you're not. But now I'm really passionate about it and I'd love to pursue it.
It doesn't even feel like I'm volunteering, it just feels like I'm playing along. It's very fun.
I'd definitely recommend it to anybody who's interested in sports broadcasting.
It's multifaceted what we're able to give back to our community, because as we know, we bleed Whaler blue here on Nantucket.
That was our brand new spot. Thank you to editor D. White for making us look cool. Although these guys don't need much help. It's a three-man crew, and you know, I use that term loosely. I've got two guys and then me making this happen out here at the baseball field today. So 3 cameras between 2 camera operators, and somehow we're making the magic happen. Bourne pops out to left field, but it is past the line, so that's going to be a ballerino to kick things off here in the top of the third. Again, score is 6-0. 6-0. Whalers. They had 5 runs to round out that second inning. Quite a show that this Whalers offense has put on. So Bourne's looking to respond here in the third inning. James Moran Rose at the plate. Count now 1-2. After a tough swing and a miss there. And another swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for Mr. Moran Rose from Bourne. Up at plate now, number 8, Ronan Kelly. And I'm going to count on the assistant coach from Bourne to correct any pronunciations here, although Ronan Kelly is an easier one compared to some on this this list. Although compliments to the chef from Bourne, they gave me nice 20-point font on their roster, so I can read this better than my own chicken scratch. That's for darn sure. So beautiful afternoon. Sun's starting to come out here at Bacchus Lane Baseball Field. Beautiful facility. Oh, that went right into the hands of number 6, Joao Silva, and just kind of decided to hit the ground instead. So that's a base hit for the Canalmen as they try to get something going here with 1 out, top of the third. Again, apologize for the lack of the scoreboard on screen, but there are literally 3 of us making all of this happen. We got students who are quite busy out there on various spring teams. Of course, Ashley Klatt will be on girls lacrosse, who makes their season opener tomorrow. And Annie Ard will be at the softball home opener on Saturday versus the Vineyard. We'll be bringing that to you live as well. Count now 0-1. Number 15, Bryce Young at bat. Attempted pick there, unsuccessful. That pitch out to left field. Whalers come up with it. 2 outs now. Top of the 3rd inning. Runner stays on first. Up next at bat number 13, Tucker Muldoon. I want to say I remember that name from another sport earlier this year. Let's see if it'll come to me. Volleyball. Except we don't play men's volleyball. Oh, gotcha. Sister plays. Copy that. Well, no love for the Canalmen there in the middle of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back with more from Bacchus Lane Baseball Field. Whalers versus Canalmen here on the NSC on NCTV.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
I am a force to be reckoned with. You do not know who you messing with. Taking over for the hell of it. Make it stop me when I'm in my element.
The Nantucket Sports Connection was born in this gymnasium. It has absolutely exploded. Multi-camera, multi-broadcasters, a trip to Fenway.
It's giving players an opportunity to look back at film. It's giving coaches an opportunity to critique their players.
When NCTV got involved, we were able to offer free classes. It's something that they can actually evolve and get professional experience.
When I realized they were doing like a commentating class, I was like, I gotta sign up for this. If I would have told myself right now, I'm gonna go into college for sports broadcast, I would have been like, no, you're not. But now I'm really passionate about it and I'd love to pursue it.
It doesn't even feel like I'm volunteering, it just feels like I'm playing along. It's very fun.
And we're back. A little late on my part, but that's okay. We missed Mr. Lucas at a second time in the lineup. He got up and he got out. I think he was a 1-1 count, and he kind of flipped it out to a little past first base there, but managed to wrangle that up. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd for the Whalers, up again 6-0 after quite a run in the last inning. Number 15 now, Paulino Lopez, who has a ball almost hit him in the shoe, but not quite. Fell about a foot short of that. Count now 1-1. Again, Charles Douglas, station manager for NCTV, filling in for a bunch of people who are off island who do a better job at this than I do. But hey, we're having fun out here. And a partial sunny day, about as warm as you can expect for March baseball on Nantucket. I'll tell you that right now. That was one brutal winter we all just got to go through. The real Islanders who stuck with our Nantucket Whalers out here. Chef John Aboli cooking up on camera 1, and Zach Visco, our director of photography, making all these crazy FS7 cameras happen, running camera 2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for George Paulino Lopez there. So that's 2 out, bottom of the third. Whalers not quite making a pop as they were in the second inning, but we'll see what Mr. Torres can do, number 16. They are underway over there at Vito Capizzo. We'll give you a score when we can from the Whalers boys lacrosse season opener and home opener as they welcome the Sharks from Monomoy. Pitch is wild and well over the head of Mr. Torres, but unfortunately there's no Whalers on base to take advantage of that. Count now 1-1. Strike called there. Count 1-2 against Justin. Low and outside, counts even at 2. And ball tipped, gets into the glove of the shortstop. He gets it to first, and the pitch is wild and over his head. Torres is running for second. Let's see if he makes it. The fella drops it. Beautiful base run for Mr. Torres. Looks like he's swapping some batting equipment out there with the assistant coach. There he goes back to second base. Up at bat now, number 14, Alex Horton to round out the Whalers lineup. First pitch, just a bit outside. Ball 1. Runner in scoring position for the Whalers here in the bottom of the third. Alex took a nice little swing on that one, so count is even at 1. Runner stays put on second. Runner steals third right in front of us and manages to do so. Oh, nope, he was called out. So, nice attempt by Torres, but no love there. And Whalers close out the inning with no score for either team. So we are 6 runs in at the end of the third inning. Whalers up 6-0. We'll be right back with more action here on the Nantucket Sports Connection on NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
And we're back with more baseball action here. Whalers versus Canalmen for the second time in school's history. As we learned from a Bourne Canalmen assistant coach, they played one time before over 20 years ago. He didn't tell me who won that game. So 2004, you say? 2005. And who won that game? Oh, you remember that one? Okay, all right. He says the Bourne Canalmen won, so I'll take his word for it. Anyway, thanks to the assistant coach there for Bourne for giving us a bit of history. Number 11 at bat now, Cam Polzwartek. Way out in right field. Horton grabs it, but runner is on the base. Cam is sitting there on the first base, so Bourne looking to make some moves here in the beginning of the fourth inning as number 25, Owen Gagner, now up at bat. First pitch is a strike. Attempted pickoff there from Mr. Del Rosario Gomez, unsuccessful. So Canalmen still have a runner at first. Pop fly up. It is out of play and not hitting my car. That's what we like. Count now 0-2. Pitch is high, but within control, shall we say. So count 1-2 now. And that sure looks straight across the plate to me, but says it's a ball. It's a ball. Count is even at 2 for number 25, Owen Gagner. Swing and a miss. Oh, no. Looks like he got a whisper of it. So that counts as a strike, or it counts as a foul. The count's still 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. So struck out number 25, first out of the inning for the Canalmen. They still got a runner at first. Number 12, Dante Miglacio up to bat. Again, you can subscribe to the Nantucket Sports Connection on YouTube. And once you're subscribed for a week, we'll let you comment. That way you can't do anything naughty. Pitch almost hit Dante, but he manages to survive. Runner still on first, hasn't gotten too greedy yet. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2. Here in the top of the fourth, Bourne still looking for their first run. They are down 6-0 to Nantucket. And runner is thrown out at first. Good work by Joao Silva there to get it in place to Mr. Cranston over there at first base. Runner did advance, though, so Bourne has a runner in scoring position on second base plate. Number 4, Liam Smith up to bat. Pitch is high. Count 2-0. Rosario Gomez keeping an eye on Cam right behind him. And he walks the next batter. Liam Smith takes us on at first base. So runners now at first and second for the Canalmen, though with 2 out. Paul Tarantino, number 18 up. He's got a 1-0 count thus far. Again, we got our season opener simulcast here on the NSC and NCTV. Bourne playing baseball here against the Whalers in their home opener, and season opener for boys lacrosse as they host the Monomoy Sharks. Swing and a miss from Mr. Tarantino. Count 1-2, 2 on, 2 out here, top of the 4th. And that's a strikeout. Whalers strand 2 runners. And we'll go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Whalers maintaining a 6-0 lead. We'll be right back after this from the NSC on NCTV.
He's got it! He's got it!
Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
And welcome back. As Zach just asked me, I'll ask you, how y'all doing out there? We're having fun. Bottom of the 4th inning coming right up. Whalers are up 6-0, looking to build that lead. Chris Morris bringing you on 1072 live boys lacrosse action. After one quarter of play, it's already 7-0 Nantucket over Monomoy. So, wow, similar scores, which is not usually how lacrosse and baseball line up. That's like saying football and hockey usually have similar scores. So, so far it's coming up Millhouse for the Whalers in today's simulcast. Guess what we're doing tomorrow, folks? That's right, another simulcast, because apparently putting all the games at the same time is just how we roll. So we got the baseball squad back out here playing the Cape Cod Tech Crusaders. That'll be live at a more reasonable hour. We'll be live at 3:45 for that tomorrow, and hopefully Frank Schott will be on the call for that out here at the baseball field. And girls lacrosse is going to have their season opener, also playing Monomoy over at Vito Capizzo Stadium. So looking forward to that simulcast tomorrow. Those games will be on NCTV. Lacrosse on 1072. Baseball here in Channel 8 until 5:30. When, of course, our friends, you know them, you love them, the Nantucket Select Board, they'll be taking over Channel 8 at 5:30 tomorrow. And, yeah, that'll be a whole thing. Whacked out to right field. Base hit for Mr. Eli McKeever to start things off here in the 4th inning for the Whalers. The Whalers start this inning at the top of their lineup. Very, very convenient. As Mr. Aboli plays with his settings over there, playing tricks on me. You can just use Iris there, buddy. You don't have to play with that ND filter all day. Just teasing Chef John. We're bringing you all the action on camera 1. Zach Visco, our director of photography, on cameras 2 and, well, let's just call it 2 and 3, since Heaven knows I didn't touch camera 3, neither did John, so we'll credit Zach for that one. And unlike our previous wireless camera setup, this one's pretty solid as a Whaler steals second base. More thievery from Mr. McKeever, who advances to the scoring position for the Whalers. No outs here, bottom of the 4th. 2 strikes against our next batter so far, however, Mr. Tejada. Ronan Kelly there making a better door than a window for the Canalmen in front of our center field shot. So we might have to rely on Zach's camera number 2 there for that shot. We'll see where the center fielder decides he wants to wander. Yep, right in front of the shot. There we go. And that one's whacked up real high, way out to center field. That's it. That is gone. Home run for the Whalers as they round the bases. Let's get down there to home plate, fellas. Check this out. 2-run homer for Mr. Henry Tejada as the Whaler bench is cleared out there to celebrate. Whalers now up 8-0 here in the bottom of the 4th at Bacchus Lane Field. Well, about as good of a home opener as you could expect. I think I even saw a little Whaler sneak out there to the field. I don't know if that's up to regulation. Somebody better call the MIAA and a Prana, right? All right. Well, we just bested the lacrosse score, guys. They're up 7-0 against Monomoy after first quarter. So we're eat your heart out, Chris. We're doing better than you. Who would have thought it? So boys lacrosse up 7-0. We're up 8-0 here, and there's still 0 outs. So the bleeding continues for the Canalmen as number 9, Ronald De Rosario Gomez, is at the plate. Takes the first pitch well above his brow for ball 1. That one's whacked out past the right field line. Oh, and number 25 with a good play, Owen Gagner, gets Del Rosario Gomez out. So first out of the inning for the Whalers. And first baseman up at bat now. They get the big guy, Mr. Cranston, at the plate. First pitch looked pretty low, but calls it a strike. It's a strike. Whack! I think they heard that one over at the Muse, guys. And Cranston safe at first base. Excellent footwork there from Mr. Cranston, who towers above pretty much everyone on my crew. Is he a senior? Mr. Cranston? Junior. So he's still growing. He's still growing as a junior. Mr. Cranston now out there on first base. Joao Silva, although I just called him Wow Silva, I think that's a better nickname personally. He knocks it out to center field for a base hit. And Evan Cranston now is in scoring position at second base. Silva is at first. Only one out, and let the good times roll for the Whalers here in the bottom of the 4th. Colby Lucas, our very own. And by that, I mean the Nantucket Sports Connections. That's right, we're going to take all the credit. Lucas already has 1 run batted in this afternoon. And first pitch in the dirt. Our runners duly advance to second and third base with no trouble whatsoever. Canalmen didn't even contest that one. So counts 1-0. Runners at second and third now, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. And whacked out to right field, well past everybody, and Cranston scores. Lucas stays safe at first, and diving for it, Silva scores. Lucas now stealing second while nobody was looking. Holy tamale. Kamoli. Tamale. Jeez, I'm losing my words. Whalers are losing the game for the Canalmen here. Holy heck. What's the score again? I think I lost count. 10-0. That's right, 10-0. I think we're looking at slaughter rule territory here, bottom of the fourth inning. As Canalmen approach the mound, maybe giving somebody a rest. Zach, give me the mound, pitcher's mound. (10-0) is our score, bottom of the fourth. Canalmen staying on the field. They came all this way. I suspect they do want to finish play today, regardless of the points on the board. Assistant coach for the Canalmen is checking the rule book or checking something with the ump here. The umpire's motioning over the Whalers coach, so something is afoot here. So they're reviewing either a score sheet issue or a rule issue. Not quite sure which. Colby Lucas still hanging out there at second base, looking like a champ. Well, sure glad we made the extra effort, gentlemen. Came out here and just watched a good old-fashioned car wash. That was a 2-run homer for Mr. Tejada earlier. Again, the last scoring update was the end of the first quarter. Whalers were up over Monomoy 7-0. I just asked Mr. Morris, who's on the call live on channel 1072 and on the Nantucket Sports Connection YouTube, to see if we have any update there. But we're sitting tight, waiting for the ump to finish chatting. Looks like everybody's smiling, so I don't think anything too terrible happened. And ump is back posting behind the plate, so let him put his protective equipment back on, and I think we'll get back underway here. Again, Charles Douglas coming to you with Zach Visco and John Aboli, Chef John and Chef Zach. I think that's a new nickname for him. I don't think it's one that he appreciates, but give it to him anyway. What else do we got to do? 10-0 Whalers. Bottom of the fourth. First pitch is a bit outside. Going to call that a ball, even the scoreboard hasn't caught up. Again, we're out here for baseball again versus the Crusaders. We did see them last season. That was not 21 years ago. That was last year. And we were happy to bring you that game where the Whalers prevailed. We'll see if they can do so again tomorrow. We'll be live a half hour later for that ball game tomorrow. First pitch should be 4 o'clock here at Backus Lane Field for that. And girls lacrosse will be starting 15 minutes later. Another simulcast. Girls lacrosse with their home opener against Monomoy. Another Monomoy visit. So they're getting their lacrosse journeys to the island out done early this season. That game, again, will be live at 4. First drop at Vito Capizzo at 4:15 for girls lacrosse. Count now 2-2. on George Paulino Lopez. As you recall, got a base hit earlier, but then got a little greedy and got picked off at third base. And that's a strikeout from George. So 2 outs now for the Whalers. And up is Mr. Justin Torres. Our simulcast opening week continues Saturday. We've got the softball home opener against Martha's Vineyard. Game time has changed. Just heard today from Mr. Lombardi on that. Girls softball, they'll be going live now at noon. First pitch at 12:15 at the Surfside softball field for girls softball versus the Vineyard. Girls lacrosse versus the Vineyard. It's a Vineyard day. Softball and lacrosse both playing the Vineyard. Base hit out to center field. Center fielder totally misses it. Lucas scores. Runner round second base, going to third. And he slides into third. So a triple for Mr. Torres. Didn't really need to slide into third base. I think he just wanted to have some fun with it. So Whalers now up by 11. They've scored 5 in this inning alone. So as I was telling you, we got a simulcast Saturday. Softball is early. Softball's live at 10:15. Lacrosse is the one that moved. They're now live at high noon. So, but those games will be on top of each other, both against the Vineyard. We'll bring it to you right here on the NSC on NCTV. Count 1-0 against Alex Horton to round out the lineup for the Whalers. Mr. Horton had 1 strikeout and 1 base hit so far this contest. Mr. Torres still there at third base, looking for that wild pitch. Count 2-0. Pitch goes right into the pitcher's glove and throws him out at first. So Whalers score 5 runs, only strand 1 runner, and so the Whalers are now up 11-0 at the end of 4 innings. We'll be right back here on the NSC on NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
And we're back after saying things we can't say on air here on the Nantucket Sports Connection on NCTV. I am Charles Douglas with Zach Visco and John Aboli. Words still able to flow out of my brain hole somehow here at Backus Lane Field. Whalers are up 11-0, top of the 5th inning. Number 1 up to bat for the Canalmen, Mr. James Moran Rose. Bourne looking to depart with honor, at least get a couple runs on the board here as Moran Rose, well, he could have taken the hit, but he decided to back off just slightly and take the ball instead. That one was straight down the middle, though, so count now 1-2 here in the top of the fifth. No outs yet for Bourne. Chris Morris and Sean Davis, of course, completing our NSC crew this afternoon as they reunite the dynamic duo as Cranston catches that first fly for the first out of the fifth inning. Chris and Sean bringing you boys lacrosse, their home opener and season opener versus the Monomoy Sharks over at Vito Capizzo Stadium. It could be the final season of Whalers lacrosse at Vito, depending on what happens with town meeting this year. Runner out at first base pretty handily there for the Whalers. 2 outs now here, top of the fifth. Of course, we're NCTV. We bring you the live town meeting. That'll be Monday, May 4th, live at 4:30. All hands on deck for a fun old time at the Mary J. Walker Auditorium in Nantucket High School. We will not state any opinion on the turf field issue because we don't take political issue sides around here. But we'll certainly bring you all the information from all sides and let you, the voters, make the decision there. But we're going to follow the Whalers wherever they end up, wherever they end up playing here, as the pop fly goes well over the Whalers bench by all appearances. So count 1-1 now here, top of the second, 2 out. Rosario Gomez gets situated back up on the mound. Not quite a perfect game. Had a few hits on him, especially there in the first inning, but he's pitched a scoreless game so far this afternoon. And that went right down past the third baseman. Throw goes way wide, and that was not Cranston's fault. That went a good 10 feet past him. And Colby has the runner secured on second base. So runner in scoring position here for the Canalmen. They're not out of this yet. Top of the fifth inning. The big guy for Bourne, number 15, Bryce Young. Correction, number 13. My mistake, Tucker Muldoon up at bat for the Canalmen. First pitch over the plate, but calls it a ball. So be it. And that is caught out in right field. Good job, Mr. Horton. And Whalers, after 4.5 innings, up 11-0, running away with this one here at Backus Lane Field. We'll be right back after we thank the folks who make the Nantucket Sports Connection on NCTV possible. Be sure to let them know you saw them on the NSC.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Okay, I think the slaughter rule is in effect, and that is the game, because suddenly the guys started lining up. Because, yeah, baseball is usually not 4.5 innings, but so it goes. So congratulations to the Nantucket Whalers and their home opener, 11-0 over the Canalmen. So avenging that loss, according to that assistant coach for Bourne, they visited here exactly once in 2005. I don't have a score in that game because that precedes any online records. But the Canalmen come up short today, so the Whalers are avenged 21 years later. Talk about some muscle memory for your Nantucket Whalers. And, yeah, we managed to make it out of this one after a couple of technical hiccups that we're not going to talk about ever again. Our little live view pack was here in the Horse Whispers or something. But after a couple of reboots and little rabbit punch, we managed to make things happy. So hope you're happy to join us for Zach Visco and for John Aboli, Chef John. I am Charles Douglas, station manager at NCTV. I'm going to tell you to change the channel to 1072 or flip to the other YouTube stream if you're one of these modern kids using the interwebs. And check out the runaway victory also going on over at Vito Capizzo, where your Whalers are taking on the Sharks from Monomoy in the boys lacrosse season opener. So thanks for tuning in. Again, we'll be here in about 23 hours for your Nantucket Whalers baseball squad taking on the Crusaders from Cape Cod Tech. So good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Whalers Nation. Whalers win over Bourne 11-0.